everyone. I welcome you all again on the YouTube channel of TechUpGate classes. So this is all about me, and we were discussing about the machining and the machine tool operations. So in the last lecture number 19, we discussed about the shaper machine, and in which we discussed about the basic theory of it and the types of the operation, means how it works, and some of the numerical problems. Okay. So in the today's lecture number 20, we are going to discuss about the grinding. We'll discuss about the how the wheel is formed, what types of the operations that we can perform, what types of the grinding machines are available, means in which we are dividing it. Okay, so that we are going to discuss in this video, okay, or lecture. So once again, I welcome you all on the Let's Crack the Gate along with the tech faculties. Fine, start. Okay, so first of all, that is about the grinding operation. So first is like bonded abrasive. What is the bonded abrasive? That like there are two things we have. Okay, so first they have separately like abrasive grains are there and the bonding materials is there. Okay, so we are mixing it. Okay, we are mixing it somewhere and we are keeping this abrasive plus the bonding. So now if like if had this bonding materials have some liquid properties and abrasive are basically solid. Okay, so we are mixing it, and when it is mixed, once it's mixed, basically the liquid is also soft after some time. Then if for that we need the heating, then also we are doing. So once it is completely mixed, after that we are applying some pressure on that. Okay, pressure or force you can say. So once you will apply the force, then it will also disperse in a random direction. Now it depends that if we are applying pressure force from both the sides, then what is the thickness we have to keep. Okay, so that we have to keep in mind. Okay, so that can be dispersed in any random directions. So we are calling it as a grinding wheel. Okay, grinding wheel. But as we listen the word that is wheel, so what the thing is coming in our mind, that is just some circular periphery is there or some cylindrical portion is there. Okay, so what we are doing is we are just whatever the random shape we have, we are just taking a circular part from that, means we are cutting a circular sections from that of the required shape and size, means thickness or diameter accordingly will manage. So that we are converting, we are calling this one as a, now we are calling this one as a grinding wheel. Okay, by the way, that portion, random portion, was also your grinding wheel only. Okay, so grinding wheel is nothing but the bonded abrasive. Okay, grinding is a process that carried out with a grinding wheel. Okay, that is made up of the abrasive grains or for removing of the very fine quantities. Okay, so is the shapes, the grains that we are using in it is very small in size. Okay, so over the periphery of this grinding wheel, basically over the periphery of this grinding wheel will be the grinding abrasive grains only. Okay, so when they will come in contact with the workpiece, they will remove the material, will be that material which is coming out from them is very small, means the thickness of that chip is very small, length or width, whatever it is. So we are basically the material which is coming out, especially in the grinding wheel, that is in the form of powder. So powder is nothing but is a category of chip only which has a very less very less size. Okay, so this is that is removing the material in a very fine quantity of the material from the workpiece surface. The required size and shape of the abrasive grain are thoroughly mixed with the bonding material and pressed into a disc shape. मतलब अगर आपको means because disc shape का मतलब यहाँ पे ये है like if we are using the grinding wheel, if we increase the thickness, then it depends that what it depends on the applications. Like if we have to make a grinding cutter, then the thickness of that is very small. If we are going for the machining purpose, then thickness is large. Okay, means greater than that one. Now next is like in a single point cutting tool, we have studied that only one edge is coming in contact with the workpiece throughout the process. In the drilling operation, both the edges were coming out in the coming in contact with the workpiece, so that is removing the material. In the milling, all the surfaces are coming in contact with the materials for the removal of the material. Okay, but here also, like whatever the thickness that you have chosen, like if this is the grinding wheel, if you will see from the front side, then this will be like from side view, then it will be looks like this one, rectangular only. So these are the grains. So when this will remove all the, when this will rotate, complete portion throughout the thickness will come in contact with the workpiece. Okay, it means that all these are single, all these are treated as a individually single point cutting tool only. Okay, so all these single point cutting tool are mixed here and form infinite number, because we cannot count it, because these are very small, small in size. Okay, so that's why we are calling it as a infinite number of cutting edges we are using over here. Okay, so this under again come in category of the multi-point cutting tool. So the dimensional accuracy that we are getting under this process is zero point 0.3 to zero point 0.5 micrometer, and surface smoothness that we are getting is 0.15 to 1.25 micron. Okay. Next, the types of the grinding operations. So these grinding operations are classified on the basis of that what size and the shape of the grinding wheel we are using. Okay, please listen. Size and the shape of the grinding wheel we are using. Shape means if we are talking about this one first example, then this is a cylindrical shaft over there. Okay, and this is mounted over a bearing, and here this is the grinding wheel, and which is also mounted over a shaft. So when it is rotating, we are bringing this to the near, we are giving a feed to this side, and this is rotating. This will also come, when it will come in contact with this one, this will also rotate. So it has a high hardness, and the surfaces also has a cutting edges like abrasive grains, so that will remove the material from the workpiece. Okay, now we have changed the shape of this grinding wheel. It was here flattened, now we have make it in a taper section. So when we have to go for the taper turning, that time we can use these type of the cutter. Now for this, basically we do not have to make taper angle. Okay, we do not have to move tool post at some angle from the horizontal. Okay, we can directly go through this one. Okay. Next is if we have to make any cylindrical portion or like circular shape at somewhere, then also this type of the grinding wheel we can use this type of. Okay, this type of. Now if we have to make the groove over the workpiece surface, this is the workpiece surface, over that we have to make the groove. So what we are doing is okay, it has some length, it has some length. So we are having a spindle, this is the spindle, over that this grinding wheel is mounted. Okay, now it depends that how many groove we have to do. So once it is rotating, either we can provide the feed to the tool in this direction while holding the workpiece, or if we are holding the grinding wheel, means it is just rotating, then we can provide the feed to the workpiece, so that whatever the depth of cut you have to remove, you can remove it in a single pass, or it depends that how many passes or how many depth of cut we are taking. Okay. Next is the wheel designation. This is very very important. Lot of question in the objective has been asked from this part. Okay, so I will explain you in a detail way little bit. Okay, so it has basically total 7 digits. Okay, now these are the first and the last is nothing but which is related with the manufacturers. Okay, this is also related with the manufacturers. Okay, now if they want to keep it in some record, so they can use this one. If you want to give it some reference, they can use this one, but technically it has only 5 digits. Okay, but total is 7, but we are not saying technically is 5 only. Like designation means we are defining the tool, single point cutting tool, with some designation, means by using ASA and by using ORS. 6 what the angle and 1 is nose radius. Similarly here also we are defining the tool with some designation, that is these 5. Technically it's 5. Okay, so first is the types of the abrasives. Now what types of the abrasives are available in the market or technically we are using? So these are 4 category of the abrasives that we are using. So we are defining it into the category like A, B, C, D. So from A to D, any of the 4 abrasives we can use over here. Okay, next is the grain size, that abrasive particles that we are using, it has some specific size of that. Okay, so we are calling it as a grain size. Okay, and okay, so this is a grain size, and this varies from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Like it depends that what like whether it's a fine or coarser, that depends. Okay, and next is the grade, that what grade of the abrasive grains we are using basically. Okay, because we are defining the grinding wheel designation. So grinding wheel designation means what types of the grain we are using, what is the what type, what is the size of that, that is only the things. So the grade is nothing but that what material what for what material we can use it, or through which material we are making this grinding wheel. Okay, that both are related. Okay, means किस material के लिए आपको grinding wheel को use करना, that is also depend that which category we have to use, means what grade we have to use. Okay, so next to it, this is a number. So this defined as the structure. that it is also like it has like when we have a very small size of the abrasive particles, then this the periphery of that is has a large number. If we have a greater size of this one, then at the periphery it is very small. Okay, it is like this one. Okay, I will explain you there. Okay, so this is a structure. Next is again alphabetical order, but it is not from A to Z. It depends that there are different types of the structures. Sorry, bonding materials are available. So it defines basically what bonding material we are using for that. Okay, so these are the 5 digits. Please keep in mind these things. Okay. So first is the types of the abrasives. So 4 types of the abrasives are available. We are defining it, indicating it by A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Okay. So A is the aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3. B is the CBN, that is carbon boron nitride. C is the silicon carbide, and D is the diamond. Okay. Now this aluminum oxide, which is naturally available or found from the cardamom and the emery. Boron, which has a very like if we are adding a little bit amount of the boron in the abrasives, means in a mixture, then it increases because it can bear very high strength. Okay, it can retain very high strength. It means sorry, it can retain very high temperature, or it can retain its strength at that temperature. Okay, so it has these properties, as well as this has very high wear resistance as well. Okay. Now, next is the silicon carbide, which is made up of the silica and sand and the coke. Okay, diamond, all of you are aware, and it has basically very high chemical resistance along with the low coefficient of the friction, low coefficient of the thermal expansion. So this property is very important. So that's why this is very costly. Okay, so these are the 4 category of the types of the abrasive. Technically, we are using, okay, to make the grinding wheels. Next is the grain size. So that is again a number. So this number defined by the grid size. So one thing is important, that smaller the grain size, larger the grid number. इसका मतलब क्या है? Like we are defining the grain size by the coarser and the fine only. Okay. So like if you will see this one, that if it is very coarser, then this range is from 10 to 20. Is the coarse is decreasing, then this number is increasing. So this is smaller the grain size, larger the grid number. So this is the grid number basically. Okay, so through this grid number we are defining. Okay, so please keep in mind that grain size is defined by the grid number only. Okay, so fine. So this is the grain size. Okay, so like 10 to 20 it's very coarser, then it is decreasing. 30 to 60 it is medium, 80 to 180 it is fine, and 220 to 600 it is very fine. Okay. Next is the grade. Grade is defined basically the bond strength. Okay, and now this bond strength is depend on the 2 things, that what types of the bond we are using and how much amount of that we are using. Means yeah, how much amount of that is there basically. Okay, so like amount means that like if you will see these are the grains. Okay, these are the grains, and in between there is a porosity. This is the blank space. Now this much area is coming in contact, this much area is in contact with the grains or by this bond. So this is basically defined, that how much amount of that is in contact with that. Okay, so grade of a bonded abrasive is a measure of bond strength. Okay, it includes both the types of the bond, okay, and the amount of the bond in the wheel, also called as the hardness of the bond. Because like hardness of the bond we are saying, because hardness of the bond means like if it is like when it is rotating, this is the basically the micro cracks is formed. Okay, because we are continuously using this wheel, and this is removing the material from the workpiece surface. So micro cracks is initiated. So once the micro cracks is initiated, now it depends that either it is this shape will become like this. Okay, and it has some limit. As continuously it is decreasing, means जिस तरह से जितना आप use करते जाएंगे, it is continuously decreasing. Then what will happen after some time? This strength at this bond is decreases. Okay, this strength of this bond is decreases. So if it is decreases, then like if it is holding something, then when this bond strength decreases, it means that the internal resistance is decreases. If the internal resistance is decreases, then this grain is coming out along with the workpiece only. means along with the whatever the material that is removed from the workpiece surface, that is flowing along with that. Okay, so that is basically a grade also designate the force holding the grains that I discussed just now. So greater bond content and strong bond result in harder grinding wheel. Okay, so if you use the greater bond strength content and the strong bond, so that will make a harder wheel. Okay, so okay, this is all about that how to make the grinding wheel basically. Okay, by combination, by using the combination of the types of the bond and the amount, what amount we are using. Okay, next the structure. Structure of the bonded abrasive is a measure of porosity. Means is this much amount of the porosity is there. So this define the structure is defined the structure of a bonded abrasive is a measure of porosity, that is spacing between the grain and the bonding material. Okay, some porosity or spacing between the grain is essential to provide clearance. Now where it is important is like if I'm taking this one. Okay, if these are the grains basically, sorry, these are the abrasive grains. Okay, so if we have this space like this is all this is the workpiece which come in contact. So if when it will come in contact, so whatever the longest grain is there, that will first come in contact with the workpiece, so material will be removed from that part only. Now slowly when all this coming in contact, so what will happen, the material which is coming out from the workpiece, that it will basically disperse inside these grains. Okay, disperse this over here. Okay, whatever the gap is there between these grains, okay, this will material will disperse over there. Okay, so that is only talking about that some porosity and spacing is between the grains is essential to provide the clearance for the grinding chips, otherwise they would interface with the grinding process only, because grinding which is happening at very high speed and also the temperatures between them is very high. So agar मान लीजिए कि the material which is coming out that is in the form of powder, so what will happen, it will not provide the passage to come out, then it will interact with the itself only, means it will try to make a bond itself, so it will create a problem for us. Okay, it can be dense or the open. Now this is the one type and another is like this. Okay, like this type. So if the size of the grain is large, then only few of the grains that will come in contact with the workpiece, because that is only few are the on the periphery of the tool or the grinding wheel. But if we are using this small size of the grain, then number of grains over the periphery of this one. So this is the basically the dense structure and this is the open structure. Okay, fine. So the open structure are used high stock removal. Matlab, if this we are using for the removal of the high stock material, because sometimes if we have to remove the unnecessary amount of the material, okay, that time we can use this one. And if we have to go for the precision grinding or the precision machining, then we can use this dense structure. Okay. Fine. Next is the types of the bond. So there are total, I think, 5 types of the bonds. Yeah, 5 types of the bond. So this is first is the bond means what types of the bonding material we are using. Okay. So first is the vitrified. So vitrified is we are this is nothing but the ceramic only. Okay, which consists the feldspar and the clay. That is the combination of that. Next, the silicate, which is a sodium silicate or a water glass. One more thing is there that like this is the solid completely. Okay, this is the solid. So for that we do not want that there is a material, so liquid material, so we have to heat it, and first this material liquid material should be shocked or it should be vaporized. So we can directly like we can mix it, and we can if there is a moisture is there, then we can remove that moisture, and after that we can apply the pressure to make the shape. Okay, and like if we are using the silicate, then water glasses we are using, so first we are heating it and then we are providing the pressure on that. Okay, sometimes it's like first we are heating, then we are providing the pressure, and sometimes it's like along with the heating we are providing the pressure. Okay, so for the in the case of the rubber, that consists the crude rubber, sulfur and the abrasive grains, which is like once mixed it. So what we are doing is we are like heating them under the pressure, because we want that whenever we will heat the rubber, it will basically vaporize. Okay, so under the heating only we are applying the pressure. Fine. Next, the resinoid. This is also a category of the plastics or rubber, we can say. So this category come under the thermosetting resins. Okay, so this is nothing but it has we have to heat it up to the 175 degrees centigrade. So after that only that this will basically remove from the workpiece area, means the liquidness will decreases of that. Okay. Next, the Shellock. Shellock is nothing but it's a kind of material, only bonding material. So that is mixed. We are mixing it along with that and placed in a mold that is suitable size and the shape. Okay, then we are applying the hot pressing to first flux the bond, then compress mass upon continued heating causes the Shellock to gel. Means this heating, this pressure, whatever the pressure force that we are applying, that will not stop till complete amount of the liquid material is coming out, means that gel, that Shellock gel that we are using. So till this not vaporized from this area, till after that, means after applying the pressure, means once it is completed into the required shape and size, after that also we are applying the heating only. Okay, so that is the thing. So these are the designation. So one of the question has been asked in GATE 2020 in the PI, that self-sharpening tendency of a conventional grinding wheel depends on. Okay, so हम from down to top जाते हैं कि like wheel structure. देखिए wheel structure अगर if it is a sharpening tendency, that structure में आपका like sharpening tendency जो है self sharpening tendency means जो आपका abrasive grains है that will basically sharp itself. So if you are increasing the number of grains or decreasing the number of grains, that won't affect the self sharpening effect. मतलब इससे ग्रेन्स अपने आप को सेल्फ शार्पनिंग कैसे कर लेगा, मींस आप चाहे 10 ग्रेन्स यूज करिए, चाहे 100 ग्रेन्स यूज करिए, चाहे 1000 ग्रेन्स यूज करिए, that will remove the material from the workpiece surface. How it can have the ability to self sharpening? Okay, so it does not have the self sharpening, so it means that this is the wrong answer. Grit size and the grain hardness, basically this is the same category. So grit size is we are defining by the grain size. Okay, so again I have the same thing. If we are increasing the grain size, means what I said in the for the structure part, that when we are using the 10 grains or we are using the 20 grains, means 10 grains we are using, it means that it is a coarser. 1000 grains we are using, it means they are fine. So again it is not defining the sharpening tendency. So both are wrong. Now wheel grade. So wheel grade we are talking about. So it is basically the bond. Okay, and like how this work, that it is defining its strength. Okay, if it is defining its strength, so what will happen that when the bonding between the when one grain which has removed some amount of the material from the grain size has removed, now the bond strength is also decreases. Okay, so when the bond strength decreases, if it will not flow outside from the along with the workpiece, then what will happen, it will try to rotate like, if this is the like, if this is the bond of this one has removed, then what will happen, this amount of the area is like, if this is stuck out from the bonding material. Okay, ये आपका remove हो चुका है. If it is not coming out, it is not removed out from the along with the workpiece, then it will be here only. When it has been here only, as I said that it has a very high strength. So what will happen because of that it will rotate here only. मतलब ये यहीं पे आपका rotate होता रहेगा. ठीक है, अगर यहीं पे rotate होगा तो दूसरी grains को क्या होगा, sharp करेगा. There is a possibility that because this is continuously rotating and this is not coming out, so this is vibrating here only. So if it is vibrating or it is rotating with it has some motion, मतलब reciprocating or circulatory or any random direction motion is there, then definitely it will impact over the other grains. So there is a possibility that because of these happening, it can there will be a self sharpening. Okay, so that is a possibility. Again, we are not sure that because of that wheel grade there will be a, but there is a surety, means there is a possibility, not surety, there is a possibility. Okay, so possible answer is option A. By the way, these three are the wrong, so we have to choose one right answer. So this maybe this is the correct answer. Okay. Right now I am also taking this example as that I'm giving I'm looking this example first time. Okay, I'm sitting in a gate examination, and I'm or either sitting in an engineering services examination. I'm taking these things accordingly. Okay, because you should also think how to tackle the objective problems. Okay. Next is the types of the grinding machines. So there are three types of the grinding machines. So very shortly I'm explaining this one. So types cylindrical grinding. These are generally used for the generating of the cylindrical surfaces. Surface grinding used for the flat surfaces. Centralized grinding we are using for the axis symmetric shapes that is generated. Okay. Now first is the cylindrical grinding. Similar thing that what we have discussed, that we have a lathe, like similar chuck we have, how we are mounting on a lathe, and we are there's a shaft we are mounting over the chuck on that, and another shaft is there on which we are mounting the tool. Okay, this grinding wheel. So as the shaft is rotating, well, we'll bring this one in contact with the shaft, that will also rotate, and that will remove the material. So this is basically the cylindrical grinding. Okay. Now used for the external cylindrical surfaces, is similar to the center lathe, and the possible accuracy that we are getting in the 0.25 micron. Okay, so this is the setup. This is similar. Okay, what how we are mounting on the lathe machine. Next, the surface grinding. Generally we are using it for the to produce the flat surfaces, and also like in the milling machines, how we were using the the tools to produce the flat surfaces. Same here also, like this is the horizontal spindle. Okay, over that this teeth is this tool is mounted, and these are the circular shapes that we are producing through this grinding wheel. Okay, horizontal. Now in this also, this is the horizontal spindle over that this wheel is mounted. So flat surface like rectangular surfaces can also produce through this. Okay, now these are the vertical. Okay, in this basically. Uh, Okay, in this front surfaces of the wheel is this, we have a grains over there. So when we are rotating this one, this is also rotating. Okay, and this is rotating, and this is reciprocating. Means on the basis of reciprocating and the rotating, we are defining it. And like horizontal spindle rotating table, vertical spindle rotating table, horizontal spindle reciprocating table, or vertical spindle and reciprocating table. Okay. Machines are similar to milling, as I said. Okay, so this is the same. Now this is centerless grinding. Sometimes this is many question has been asked previously in the objective, that how centerless grinding is work, because centerless means first student thinks that okay, the wheel is not mounted. Wheel is not mounted, then how we'll remove the material? So it is like there are two things, that we have one grinding wheel. This is the rest table. Rest table means आपका simple एक table है जिसके ऊपर one side of that is grinding wheel, and another is the regulating wheel. This regulating wheel, this is the regulating wheel, and this regulating wheel is generally made up of two things. First is either it is made up of soft material, or it is a very hard material, very soft or very hard. Okay, so okay, so why it is, I will tell you later on. First, let me explain this one. So either it is this one is so what we are doing on this resting table is we are just keeping the workpiece. Okay, and we are not holding this workpiece. Holding this workpiece means we are not holding this through a shaft, or if it is, it can be a ball as well. Okay, or it can be a cylindrical bar as well. Okay, we are not holding it anywhere, just we are keeping it on a rest table. So if you can say, like sir, if you are not holding, then how the machining will be done? It is like this is the grinding wheel. Okay, and this is your regulating wheel. Over that, basically over this one, we are mounting another workpiece surface. Okay, over that means okay, these are the two the center of this is both is same. Okay, please keep in mind this grinding wheel and this is the regulating wheel. Center of them is both are same. Okay, now we are keeping this workpiece over here. So what will happen because of that? If we are giving the rotation speed to the grinding wheel, so this will rotate. If this will rotate, this will also rotate, and this will also rotate. Okay, so means it will be like vibrate over that, it will like rotate as well as it will vibrate over there in between these two are fixed. Okay, these two are fixed regulating in the grinding wheel. So just we have kept freely, okay, the workpiece over there. So this is just how the grinding can be takes place. It will take a lot of time basically, okay, it consumes a lot of time. Okay, so please, this sometimes this question has been asked that that centroid, the center of the grinding wheel and the workpiece in the centerless grinding is at some offset condition, okay, it's not on the same line. So the process used for grind cylindrical workpieces without actually fixing the workpiece, okay, using the center or the chuck, ठीक है, as a result no work rotation is separately provided, ठीक है, जैसा मैंने आपको बोला, and regulating wheel which is a rubber or a resinoid bonded with a wide face, or it is very harder because this is the grinding wheel. By the way, this regulating wheel is not in contact with the grinding wheel, but this is in contact with the workpiece. So now the workpiece can be hard. मतलब generally जो हम लोग thick hardness रहती है that is in the medium range. Okay, जिसके लिए हम लोग grinding करते हैं. So why we are taking very rubber that is very soft. So it will like it has some plasticity. So when this workpiece is rotating over that will rotate, but no material will be removed from this generating wheel. Okay, when either it is very soft or either it is very harder. Okay, so if the hardness is increasing, then the cost is increases. So that's why we are keeping this as a soft only. Okay. Okay, there's a for another term that is G ratio. It's nothing but we are also calling it as a grinding ratio, and this is nothing but how much amount of the material. This is the ratio of how much amount of the material removed from workpiece upon material removed from grinding or grinding wheel. Okay. लाइक ग्राइंडिंग व्हील का मतलब क्या है कि मतलब आप एक जस्ट फॉर अ टाइम बीइंग लाइक 1 आवर तक आपने वर्क पीस को रोटेट किया, वर्क पीस को मशीन किया यूजिंग द ग्राइंडिंग व्हील. सो ड्यूरिंग दिस 1 आवर हाउ मच द रेशियो ऑफ how much amount of the material removed from the workpiece and how much amount of the material removed from the grinding wheel. Okay, so that is nothing but we are defining that how much this also we can say in other words that it is defining the hardness of the grinding wheel as compared to with the workpiece. Okay, so this is the G ratio. Now one question has been asked in GATE 2018 in session 1 that grinding ratio of 200 implies that. देखिए grinding ratio जैसा मैंने अभी बताया आपको, this is 200. So this is the volume of material, okay, or workpiece material upon volume of grinding wheel, okay, or grinding wheel. Okay, so this what is the first option is the wheel wears 200 times. देखिए अगर आपको इस तरह से रखना है तो this multiply this one volume of the grinding this time. So the grinding wheel wears 200 times the volume of the material. No, this cannot be possible. This is just opposite. Okay, मतलब 200 times अगर आपका grinding wheel अगर wear out होने लगा then why we are using that. Okay, पहले C D देख लेते हैं. Aspect ratio of abrasive particles used in the grinding wheel is 200. No, this is not the actual meaning of the grinding ratio. And ratio of volume of abrasive particles to that of the grinding wheel. No, it's not like how much volume of abrasive particle we are using in the grinding wheel. It's not like that. Okay, that's not the ratio of that. That's not meaning of the grinding ratio. Okay, so the option will be B, that grinding wheel wears 0.005 times of the volume of the material. So this will be 200. So it means that volume of grinding wheel upon volume of material, that will be equals to 1 upon 200 and that will be equals to 0.005. It means that grinding wheel wears out 0.005 times of the volume of the material. मतलब आपका ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि 1 मीटर क्यूब अगर आपका like 1 mm क्यूब अगर आपका वर्क पीस का मटेरियल रिमूव होता है, then the material which is removed from the grinding wheel is 0.005 mm cube. ठीक है, it's clear to you guys? एक क्वेश्चन और देख लेते हैं। द स्टैंडर्ड स्पेसिफिकेशन ऑफ अ ग्राइंडिंग व्हील इज दिस वन, इट मींस अ व्हील ऑफ, ठीक है, 1988 में पूछा गया था मैकेनिकल में। सो फर्स्ट इज लाइक एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, बोरॉन CBN है, सिलिकॉन कार्बाइड है। दिस इज defined by A, this is by the B and this is by the C. तो A लिखा है, it means that aluminum oxide, either option A or option C. Mesh size, mesh size is what is the grain size that we are using? Okay, तो grain size देखिए, फर्स्ट पे ले जा रहा हूँ बेसिकली मैं आपको, ठीक है। ग्रेन साइज आपको यहाँ पे किससे डिफाइन हो रहा था, यहाँ पे 46, यहाँ पे 36 से डिफाइन हो रहा था, ठीक है। तो सेकंड डिजिट जो है वो डिफाइन कर रही है आपकी ग्रेन साइज को, एंड जो नंबर है आपका, दिस इज डिफाइंड बाय द स्ट्रक्चर। तो स्ट्रक्चर है कि ग्रेन साइज है, बेसिकली मेश साइज इज नथिंग बट द ग्रेन साइज ओनली। सो okay, this one. So this is the 46, this is the grain size. So grain size option will be, here is 6 and next is the 46, so the option will be C is correct. Okay, so D galat ho gaya aapka. So thank you so much guys for joining this session. Okay, see you soon.